Welcome everybody to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here out working the streets tonight at the infamous Corova to support a very brutal show. Brings me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Sean Cameron of the band Carnifex out of San Diego here in San Antonio this evening. Sean, how you doing, man? Welcome to the program.
Thanks, I'm doing really good. It's nice and cool. Yeah, for a change.
I will share this with you. I officially call this the first day of winter here in San Antonio. It's the first day that we've worn our hoodies here.
Oh, that's great, because yesterday we were sweating our asses off in Corpus Christi. So
I want to, I want to get started talking with you about the band, because as an original member, you've kind of been through it all, and true fans of the band know that, in 2012 the band decided to take a hiatus kind of for a year, and I don't want to talk about necessarily why the hiatus, but I do want to talk about the band's return in 2013. When you came back from the hiatus, what did you come back with that maybe that was missing before?
Well, when we came back, we, taking that year off of touring, we were able to write, focus a lot more on the writing instead of, trying to write on the road. We got to be at home and take our time, and, when we came back, we had probably our strongest release ever. We also had, a renewed sense about us, because touring yourselves into the ground, you just kind of get burnt out on everything, and it feels like you're just droning along. So we got back to being excited about playing for our fans. I mean, not that it wasn't exciting to play for fans, but just the whole touring aspect in general gets pretty monotonous.
You alluded to the fact that you kind of came back with your strongest release effort, and it was kind of really great to see that the band had kind of transitioned on its return with a brand new label, Nuclear Blast Records. You came out with a CD called Die Without Hope. That's kind of what the fans have been jamming out to for the past couple of years. I have my favorite songs, and I really felt that it represented a really dynamic piece of work for the band, and that record's been out, like I said, since last year now, and you guys are still supporting it. I know you guys are always continuing to work and stuff. So let's talk a little bit about Die Without Hope before we move forward. What's it like been so far to be part of the Nuclear Blast family?
Nuclear Blast has been great. They've shown us how a record label should act and treat their bands. Right. They've done things for us that we never knew record labels were supposed to do. So it's been really a very positive experience, and we have a very good relationship with Nuclear Blast.
And musically, like one of my favorite songs on the CD is called Dark Days. So it kind of comes in with the kind of really kind of melodic, kind of chilled introduction, and then kind of really bursts into this brutality. Talk a little bit about the music on Die Without Hope. How do you feel about that music? Or did you feel that you were delivering, or the band had kind of really kind of matured a little bit because of the hiatus?
Oh yeah, I mean the band's been, as far as writing our music, we've matured, because every album gives us an opportunity to work on things, work out different things. I've been one of the main songwriters for the whole time, so I mean, specifically Dark Days, I wrote almost all that song. So yeah, I mean, I've really been able to hone in my writing skill and kind of really figure out how I want to write and how I want to portray the things that I feel through music. Because I mean, I don't write any of the lyrics, so the things I portray is through the music.
Right.
And
you're on the Decade of Despair tour, So a decade, the band starting in 2005, a decade's a significant amount of time. Does it feel like you've been hammering away with Carnifex for that long?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, we've been doing this for a while, and we definitely have the experiences and we have the experience to say, hey, we've been around for 10 years. Also,
and have garnished a really fabulous, hardcore fan base too, I would say.
No, yeah, we like on this tour, it's weird. We either it's fun. We have half the crowd is our diehard fans, and the other half have never seen us before.
Yeah.
So, and it's for their first. A lot of people, it's their first time seeing us, which is really great. After 10 years, still having those new fans, come along.
I have to admit myself, I am a Cradle fan myself. There was a guy, Mark, we love you, who was part of our crew back in the day, who actually turned us on to Carnifex.
Oh, nice.
And because we support all genres of metal here at the program, and definitely you guys are quality, very quality, kind of this deathcore metal style that you guys play. So, also before we leave Died to Hope, and you talked about some of the successes and the accolades of the band, was the fact that Die Without Hope kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, it broke the 100 on the top 200 Billboard. Is that correct? I think it was in the 90s. I think.
I'd like to say yes, but that's I'm biased.
Does that stuff matter to you?
It does. I mean, it's really nice to be able to, be a fan favorite, and that's when you get put on billboards. That's really what it says, is that people actually want to hear your band.
Yeah.
You know.
And you guys have been on the road now on this tour, the Decade of Despair tour, for several weeks. It has one more week to go before it kind of ends out. Any highlights? What's it been like being out there in front of the fans?
Oh, it's been great. Like, this tour has been really very successful, and we still have some of the best shows to come. We have Fort Worth tomorrow. We have Oklahoma City, Denver, Albuquerque, Phoenix, and then 2 hometown shows in Orange and San Diego. Wow. So, cool. Yeah, no, this last week's hometown show. Like, really, it's funny. Since we're from San Diego, really, like, all of Southern California is like hometown shows. So it's like we started in LA. That's basically a hometown show, and we're ending with 2 more. So. It's our fans are really great. They help us. They're the ones that have made it possible for us to do what we do.
Sure. And as we talk about the future, I want to talk with you about what's coming up for the band. As you kind of break into 2016, I've kind of heard some rumors that there's already pre-production on new music and a new record. Share what you can about that endeavor.
That is correct. We're very, we write very slowly, so any chance we get, we're always writing new material. We have about seven or 8 songs right now in pre-production. Most of them are finished, so we have a couple more to go. We're planning on going into the studio with Jason Sukoff. Woo!
Well, you did the last record at Audio Hammer.
We did.
But Matt Lewis did the last record?
Yeah, Mark Lewis recorded and mixed and mastered the last record. We're still having him mix it. He just doesn't have time to record it, so we're going to record with Jason, who is an amazing engineer.
Yeah, we know Jason Sukoff. We love you, Jason Sukoff. Yeah. We need to get you in front of the camera, sir. I know he did a solo on the last record too, right?
He did. He did the Hatred and Slaughter solo. He wheeled into the control room, and they just gave him a guitar, and he's like, so, and that's how that happened. Wow. And then he left. He's insane. I love it.
You didn't want to do any vocals? I know he can do death metal vocals. You didn't let him, Sean.
Nah, that's all Scott's. Everybody wants to hear Scott.
So when would you like, if you can't anticipate when the new release will come out, when would you like it out?
We're planning for it to be out next summer. So we're going in the studio February 15th to March 15th. So a couple months after that, it should be ready to go. Hopefully we'll be on one of those mythical summer tours that we hear about.
Hopefully across the pond somewhere, huh? Maybe.
No.
Or maybe here.
No. We're planning on touring the U.S.
Okay, cool.
Next summer on our album release. So.
Because
this last year we've been to Europe 4 times. So.
Oh, okay, great.
So it's America's turn.
So after this tour, that's it. You guys are gonna just chill until you go into record.
Well, no, I mean after this tour we have a couple weeks off and then we go to Europe.
Oh, okay.
To finish the Decade of Despair tour, and then we'll have a month and a half to, gather all our last things that we want to put on the album.
Sweet, man. Sean, thank you so much for your time this evening. Any last words you want to share with the people out there around the world who will see this interview?
Fuck. Yeah, no, definitely check us out. I mean, if you've heard our first album, you definitely haven't heard our last. So we like to do different things on each album. So, you know, check us out.
Thanks a lot, Sean. I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing the band tonight. Kick ass here at the Corova in San Antonio. Remember, everyone out there, brand new music coming from the band by summertime next year. You saw Sean of Carnifex only on Rob's MetalWorks.